Hello, I'm Dr. James Bogash, expert in health and longevity and creator of Bogash Life and Balance. And today we're going to talk about an exciting study that was done on fish oils. Now, that may not be anything new, and certainly you've heard about fish oils, and research on fish oils is not new, but there's always been this question about dosages on fish oils and how could such a small amount, whether we're talking about 500 or 1,000 or 1,500 or 3,000 milligrams, when we have hundreds of grams of fat, if not more, in the human body, like we're talking about a very small amount of fat on top of a lot of fat. So how could that have a difference? And this study starts giving us some ideas about how that small of a dose can have such a big impact. And it boils down to potential changes in the gut microbiome. So small amounts of something can have changes to our gut microbiome, which can have huge consequences, both good and bad. So in this particular study, looking at about 69 people for 6 weeks, they gave them 500 milligrams of, it was either placebo or the fish oils. They gave them 500 milligrams of omega-3 fatty acids, which is a pretty low dose. But what they found was that there were definite changes in the microbiome in those people that got the fish oils. What I found just incredibly shocking, interesting, crazy was that some of the changes involved increases in short-chain fatty acids. Now, short-chain fatty acids are the end result of bacteria in our gut digesting fiber, specifically soluble fiber. So we can't digest fiber, but the bacteria in our gut can, and when they do, they make really good things, both for themselves and also for us and for the lining of our GI tract. So they found an increase in fibers giving a fish oil supplement which has no fibers in it. So I found that a little, in a cool way, crazy. So what probably happened is that the fish oils increased the bacteria that that use fibers to produce beneficial compounds. Like, that's pretty interesting stuff. And it had effects in ways that we didn't anticipate. So, um, so clearly, we don't need to have a discussion about the benefits of healthy fats. But this was an interesting topic. Two things I do want to touch about is, first of all, dosage. So 500 milligrams of essential fatty acids is generally considered a low dose. Personally, I usually recommend anywhere from 1,000 to 2,000 on a daily basis. And you have to do the math when you read the labels. It can't be 900 milligrams of glycerin and 100 milligrams of essential fatty acids. That's not going to work. You have to take 1,000 milligrams to 2,000 milligrams or more of the actual essential fatty acids, the omega-3 fatty acids. The other thing is, I always like to talk about krill oil because that's relatively popular. I had a patient just yesterday that was taking krill oil supplements, and they're definitely a little bit better than fish oils, but they're still an essential fatty acid supplement, so you need to make sure you're doing the math, because a lot of krill oil supplements have very low amounts of actual fatty acid. They started, when they first hit the market, 30 milligrams, so you'd have to take 100 a day just to get to a decent dose. They've gotten better, but most of them are still around 300. So if you're good at math, that's 3, 6, 7, 8 of them a day to get up to a decent dose. And of course, this is all on top of having a good quality diet that contains lots of healthy fats from wild game, wild caught fish, monounsaturated fats like avocados and nuts, and polyunsaturated fat from nuts as well. So as always, I'll post a link to this particular study in the description. Make sure you like this video, share it with somebody who you think needs the information, and subscribe to the channel.